that in this.
Yeah, look at that. All right, this is episode 3 of Geeks and Weebs. You know, we got the whole gang here once again. Those beautiful people. Yeah, guy. Oh shit. Oh. All right, let me try to move it. All right, so I think all you guys are gonna share a mic, and then I think you will have Sean. You'll have this mic. All right.
Oh yeah, try to talk closer to that because last time I watched the VOD just to see.
Yeah, I was watching it too. Yeah,
I couldn't hear you as well.
I think you and me are good enough.
Yeah, I'm loud enough to where I can be picked up.
So I'm like, we're good here. All right, so hey, we just segue into the podcast. Boom.
All right. So what I was talking about beforehand, before we went live, was I think I forgot who, but it was a random Twitter user. They posted who is like a better MC, right? Isagi or Hinata from Haikyuu, and essentially, of course, it was a whole big argument. It was a massive thread because of both of them, and if we're going by the point, like I'm a massive I love Blue Lock more than Haikyuu. I'm gonna be honest. At the moment, Isagi hasn't shown enough, at least in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
In the anime, he has not shown enough to be better than Hinata. But that being said, I said anime, not manga. Not manga. Not manga.
Yeah.
You gave me that look.
Mori.
I was anime, so I was like, okay.
Mori.
No, in the manga, no.
What's to the right?
Oh,
Yeah, no, but it's just because I'm gonna be genuinely honest. Like, and I've mentioned this. I was gonna say this before, but I think the Haikyuu fandom is a little scared of being like overshot because back then it was all the boxing animes. It was Hajime no Ippo, like Trader Joe,
Megalobox.
Yeah,
that's a good anime.
Shout out to Creed 3.
Yo, Creed 3? Creed 3 was great, man.
Best movie of the year.
Yeah, really was. Creed 3 was. I watched it with this guy. Creed 3 was great. Oh, I have to watch John Wick.
Shout out Keanu Reeves.
I heard John Wick 4 was good, man.
I heard it was.
Yeah, you watched it?
A lot of action.
Yeah.
What theory?
I'm excited for it.
But man is literally a one man.
Yeah, I was excited for it because they had my boys.
Been died.
Oh yeah, he should have.
Been died.
I think in the third one he should have died from that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All the way, it was bouncing off the shit.
Yeah. I thought John Wick 3 was gonna be the last one. No,
bulletproof tuxedo.
I thought that was gonna be the last one. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna make more. Like Keanu Reeves was like, oh yeah, we'll make as much movies as you guys want. I'm like, all right.
I mean, as long as you don't go Fast and Furious.
That's what I was about to say. The characters that should have died ended up being brought back anyway.
I was excited for this one personally because they had my boys Donnie Yen and Hideyuki Sanada. There you go. Yeah. Those two are legends, man. Especially when it comes to action movies. Great. I mean, Ip Man and how many fucking movies has Hideyuki Sanada done? Do I need to say anymore? Like,
fun fact, Ip Man's in John Wick.
Yeah, that's Donnie Yen. That's the guy's name.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good, man.
Yeah, but like back to what I was saying, pretty much essentially like what happened is like, and then later on, like after all that, Kuroko no Basket came out, and Kuroko no Basket was running like when we were growing up. Like Kuroko no Basket was undoubtedly like number one. And even though Hajime no Ippo and those other shows are better because of longevity, it just like not enough ads. It just faded to existence. Like if you ask a new anime fan, what's Hajime no Ippo? I guarantee you, like they were like, oh yeah, no, all I've watched is Demon Slayer, My Hero, and that's fine. But it's just because they're more into new shit. So essentially, now that like when Haikyuu came out, it went crazy. It took its place as the most popular sports anime. It currently has 50 million copies, or I think 55 in circulation right now in Japan, or like globally, where like it's currently like I think one of, or if not the top sports anime right now. And then like that's how it was for like literally for throughout like 2014 to 2018. That's how it was.
Yeah.
And then until recently, that's when Blue Lock came out. And it's if you see it, it's a cycle. First it was Hajime no Ippo being replaced by Basket. Now it was Basket being replaced by Haikyuu, and now it's Blue Lock that's slowly going up there. And as proof of this, Blue Lock, before the anime came out, has had 10 million copies sold in circulation because it was a manga that only started in 2018. The anime never came out, so people weren't attached to it. But on its own for the past 4 years, it gained like traction, like 10 million for the past 4 years, which is like okay number. That anime comes out, then the World Cup came out as well, giving it all the popularity it needed. They're at 25 million copies sold worldwide,
which is nuts, man. Nuts, dude.
They are literally.
It depends on the trends.
It was the World Cup that saved them.
Yeah, it was.
But they timed it perfectly.
Yep.
That's the thing. They took advantage of what they was.
Yeah.
And now they're
Producers must
like,
That's the
find
best
opportunity where it's
business.
The blue lock is real.
That's the best.
Literally.
story.
that was
The
trending.
blue lock
Every
is
time
real.
Japan won
The
a
blue
game,
lock
the
is real.
blue lock
What
is
I
real.
love
Can we
about
get
Blue
much
Lock is one of the
higher?
most realistic
Blue lock out of
So
the
high.
chokehold. That's it.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love Haikyuu, but the way you go into Blue Lock with the breath of fresh air, think like, nah, it's gonna be like your typical shonen anime, like hero try to rely on the bonds of friendship, power,
Sports,
love,
Yeah.
nationals,
Like,
you
I
know.
I mean,
am
sports
worried
anime,
because
you
of my
kind of
friends,
have to
but,
have the power of friendship.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. In a way, like, don't get me wrong, friendship is good and all that, but when you follow the same formula over and over, at some point, it's
Of course,
No, it
yeah.
gets repetitive. Yeah.
So, like, going to Blue Lock with the whole different perspective of how people really want to play soccer, thinking like, yeah, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Because as I already told you, at the end of the day, humans are greedy. We want to survive. We want to win. We want to be the best. So seeing it from that sort of perspective really got me hooked into it. And
Yeah,
like I said, even though Isagi hasn't shown me much yet, but seeing it from his eyes, I know he has potential.
I'm gonna tell you this. Let's tell you like this, dude. There's a reason why I said only the anime. He's not a better character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just because
In
in
the
the manga,
manga,
In
like,
the manga,
I mean, it's
no.
him.
Well, will he get to that point?
No, he will.
Okay, all right.
I know he
Have you
will.
noticed
He's
that?
getting to that point.
Have,
like
have
right
you
now.
noticed in recent anime that there has always been some type of deviation between the actual canon and what you're actually seeing in the animation?
Yeah, Super.
Dragon
does that.
Super.
Yeah.
Easy,
Yeah.
easy,
Easy, easy. Yeah,
easy. Super Saiyan Blue is way different from
Yeah.
anime to manga.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know the
Yeah.
explanation.
I don't get why they did that, why they chose to go about it. Maybe because they rushed so much for the anime
Yes.
that they pretty much dumbed down their own transformation. They made,
It-
they made it like
It's-
very.
It's
like,
actually it was that too, but also like the anime was way ahead of the manga. So like the manga was catching like the Tournament Power was like a year or 2 years after the anime
All I'm gonna
finished.
say
Yeah,
is they
but-
should have waited a
and,
couple
you know.
years after Resurrection of Adam.
Yeah.
Not only with the
No, because
anime,
Toei likes money, but
like, I
yeah.
know. I'm just saying if they waited like
Yo.
if they
Right
waited,
now,
like,
they're
3 or
just
4
relying on One
Here's
Piece.
the thing: if they waited like
As
3
you
or
should.
4 years after Resurrection
Hey,
of
bro,
Adam, one,
5
the
to 6
animation
years,
was a lot,
man.
a lot
Just
better.
all it takes is
Storyline
them
was
looking
a
at the
lot
profit,
better. And
being
some of
like,
this
"Oh, we're a little."
a good scenes that we got in the
I'm pretty
manga,
sure
it
Ichiro
looked like it
Oda
got
would
even
like to
better in
retire.
the anime.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it should
He's
have
about
waited
to.
2 years.
I know he wants to get out of the basement, bro. He want to go back upstairs with his wife.
Yeah, yeah,
a
but
lot,
like-
a lot of these manga artists, they live in their basement. They
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, look at the goat fucking Togashi.
He's
Man.
alright.
He's yeah.
He's alright.
You're starting up another discussion.
Bro, listen.
He's alright.
I'm saying, yo,
He's
I'm
alright.
telling you, watch
Come
yourself.
on, man.
I'm
He's alright.
I'm telling you, watch yourself.
He's
Read,
alright.
watch Hunter x Hunter,
He
bro.
give me top 10. I don't know
Hey,
about top
yo,
five.
watch who Yu Hakusho or Hunter x Hunter. I'm just like, I'm gonna let that slide.
Yeah, yeah. This is how you know he's a ex-hiatus fanboy.
That's what I'm saying, because, like,
Bro, yeah.
Y'all be cooking.
High X
I don't
fan
know.
to-
I hope
to-
we're
for
trying
life,
to
Yeah,
bro.
I
Keep the peace right.
Bro, I will
remember-
wait. It's like I'm like the guy now trying to get to Dark Continent. I will, as long as it takes, I will wait.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
kids by the time that shit
Yeah,
comes.
bro. You're gonna have to wait
Nah.
because you have to wait till Gon gets his net back.
If he does,
If he
though.
get that shit
If he
back,
does get it back.
his dad really said, "Oh, you don't want to hear about your real mother? All right, fine, I'll see you then."
What?
I ain't trying to hear none of that. I didn't watch the anime yet.
Yeah, please. You're right. Yeah, we should.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been told you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I told him that. That's why I'm like, yo,
I
watch
see
yourself, because
Right.
he doesn't know. That's why I'm trying to like, I'm being respectful.
Okay. Bottom line, Jing is still an asshole.
He is.
Oh, you
Yeah.
ever seen that one meme?
What?
Your name's gonna be gone, and I'm gonna be gone. That shit always has me crying.
I've seen that
Yeah.
shit so many times.
Yeah.
I've
It's
actually,
always funny.
I've
It's
actually seen
always
that
funny.
before. That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
But yeah, Gene, but that's literally, honestly, you could picture Gene doing that because that's 100% his character. Like he would absolutely say that. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Like if his mom, like if they ever mention the mom, like they'll just be like, oh yeah, it was just some girl broad I messed with, and that's if like if it was like no one important whatsoever.
Yeah. We're gonna be talking about anime's moms. Where's Luffy's mom? That's the real question we gotta be asking right now.
There's a lot of speculation.
A lot
that
of
she,
spe-
She
Uh,
may be.
she might be.
She might be a celestial
Yeah,
dragon.
I already.
And she might be
Also,
another
fairy tale?
figure.
Also, fairy tale.
Here's the thing.
That's
Listen,
mom is
don't
fine.
bring fairy tale
Yes.
around this man because he's just gonna frame Colin again.
No, just I used to love
No,
her.
I said she's good at Urza, man. She's good at Urza.
She is.
But I don't know why she's playing child.
Listen, bro, you
Listen.
ranted about Team Gohan for the last.
Here's the thing.
Bring my son his just. Like, he respect. He needed respect.
He has respect.
Yes,
It's
he does.
Team Gohan, bro.
Let's think on.
Yeah, Team Gohan.
Yes, we know.
There's one Gohan that needed respect.
Adult.
The Kai one.
Future Gohan.
Uh,
Ah.
Future Gohan.
Future Gohan was good.
He was
He
great.
was.
He was a great character. You know what's crazy? And originally, I don't think he was ever voiced by.
No,
he
he
wasn't.
wasn't. He
He
wasn't.
for Goku.
Like,
Kyle
he was
Herbert
I mean,
did-
for Gohan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kyle
Kyle.
Herbert.
Kyle Herbert didn't voice like
Haber.
Haber. Sorry.
Yeah.
He didn't voice like the original movie. Like the original movie wasn't voiced by him.
It was a
voiced-
different.
It was a voicing. It was a different voice actor. That's why when I heard him, I'm like, wait, damn, this Gohan sound kind of different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it's a different guy right there. Especially that OST with like dun, dun, dun,
Nah.
dun, 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 dun. And then the flashes like the
It's just-
photos.
When you think about how badly Trunks' timeline is, you just realize
Literally.
all the people who decided to help in the original timeline just said nope
Mhm.
in his. Like
Yeah,
Supreme Kai was just watching the androids destroy that planet.
that's true. You're
Like,
right.
Only
Like,
decided to help when
like,
Majin Buu came back.
I'm just like you like Supreme Kai deserved to die for that.
Yeah,
Like,
he
did.
But like because he's gone, I'm pretty sure Whis is gone too because Beerus is.
Yeah, Beerus is gone, so he's just like, oh, man, I'm out. I got
So,
no reason to be here.
I don't write. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to write any more about the Future Saga. That's why he blew it up.
There was a reason why Universe 7 was ranked second
But where's
in the
Trunks?
bottom.
But
There was
what-
a reason for that. It's not just because of all the planets that have been blown up. It's because the Kais were too fucking ignorant to do their damn job.
No. The main problem here is you let a Kai from a whole other universe invade yours and you didn't even stop him.
True,
Yeah.
that's true. But here's the thing: if we're going to be focused solely on Universe 7, if they managed to take out Frieza earlier, Majin Buu, and they managed to develop a whole lot of planets that were destroyed by them, they would have ranked higher, and Xeno would have been
Honestly,
on their shopping list.
The main problem with Trunks' timeline is they didn't find Namek.
Yeah.
No, they didn't find them. They didn't go to the hyperbolic time chamber, even after Trunks found out about it.
To be fair, though,
Mr. Popo, like, you think? I'm sure he was still up there.
no,
Yeah,
he's still up
he
there.
was.
I know.
Just watering the plants and
If
stuff.
he could eat a Kamehameha, I'm pretty sure there's nothing that
It's
Androids can
Mr.
do.
Yeah.
Popo. Like you've seen a Brit.
Of course.
They can't
He's
go
immortal.
up there unless you have a pure.
Kame.
Yeah.
Unless you're good hearted, you can't even go up to the lookout.
All these squares make
The
a
dirt.
circle. All these
Squares make a circle. It's like Kame, Popo.
Have you ever seen Dragon
Boys
Z?
Brad.
Yeah. No.
We've all seen it.
Oh man.
Nah,
you know what's
the
funny?
funny-
You know what's funny
The
about that?
funniest part was when Chi-Chi was like, and she was digging through her base, like her kitchen. She's like,
Yeah.
I know I have more of it somewhere. I'll even use canola
Oh,
oil.
my- I remember that, yeah.
I was dying.
Yo. It's like, I
My
used to
favorite
know
was-
that.
Vegeta was probably the best character in that.
He was.
In a
Yeah.
Brit or a Z?
A bridge.
A bridge.
Okay.
I know the challenge excites me. Look at my
He
nipples.
said, "I am."
Look at
That
that.
shit was hilarious.
That was Kai. That was Kai.
Actually,
No, that was
my favorite
that was
line might
regular
be TM's
average.
Like TM's to sell when he was like, "Fuck Super Saiyans." Fuck.
Yeah.
You
You know what?
Fuck power levels and fuck you, and then try to beat. That shit.
Yeah.
Boy, that be crying,
Yeah.
bro.
Now the
No,
funniest
but,
part about
Brit
that whole
Cell- Brit
scene
Cell, when he did
was
that.
when he let Cell
Oh, wait.
come out of the crater,
Yeah.
and then he was like,
That's what
"Are
I'm
you
saying.
done? Because if you do that one more time, I'm going to be so mad, Kiko."
Oh, damn it!
Nah, I remember that.
No,
no,
when
you
Cell
know what?
did
That
my
was-
way
that-
in a Brit,
really-
was just too
that
far.
was
It
Really,
was
that was
so
Tien's
beautiful.
last good moment, and they paid respect
Paid
to it.
respect to them.
You know, made
Just know that.
TFS Tien is a hilarious.
Just know that they went all the way up to the Majin Buu saga. We would have had a lot more.
Oh man,
let's
I'm so
say-
sad about that.
I know
Such
TFS Majin Vegeta would have been fun.
Nah, he would.
See, I understand why. I understand why they
They
didn't want
just,
to do
they
it.
just,
Ultron
they
would've
just
been
got
alive.
bored.
I mean,
Like, it just wasn't fun
Yeah,
anymore.
no, it wasn't.
No,
They
no,
didn't
no.
have passion for it.
Yeah, that's
They
what I
didn't
mean.
want
It
to do
just
it.
wasn't
I mean,
fun.
It's that, but you also got to understand one thing. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. What do you get when you put that together?
Bibbidi.
Bobbidi.
A Disney
Oh,
lost you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Disney ever noticed that shit,
Nah,
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
Toriyama would have gotten sued years
No.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when
Oh,
you
yeah.
talking
Cinderella,
about-
bro.
yeah.
Like, come on.
I remember.
How did he get
that.
away with that? Cinderella was
Well, I
like,
mean,
kind
Let's
of.
just face it.
I
A
think
lot
it
of
was
the
just
shows
years
back
ago.
then.
Yeah,
Let's
but
do
again, who Disney's not? What's this anime? What is like? I don't think Disney's paying attention to a Japanese manga in the.
See,
If
now-
Nintendo pays
See, now-
attention to an 8-year-old kid, I think Disney can make it.
I mean,
Yes.
Disney is a big company.
Yeah.
It's a trust.
I mean, honestly, you're right. Because like, bro, they couldn't they copyrighted some guy because they wanted to have Spider-Man in like as a on his grave to remember his son because his son died of like a sickness and he wanted to have Spider-Man on the gravestone, but Disney said no. So that was
Yeah.
Did he try
and
to-
they don't play that.
Did
They
he
do not play
Did he
that.
try to order a gravestone from Disney?
I don't know.
Is
It
that
just said
what
no.
you
I'm
did?
saying like it was a
Dude.
gravestone for
Dude,
Spider-Man because
all
he's a
you
big
have
Spider-Man
to do
fan.
is just do it in secret. Don't announce it to the media.
Exactly.
Find people to do it. I know there's many great artists who can do it.
Oh yeah.
Find people who can do it.
And there's
and
plenty
do
of
it
emo
yourself.
artists that hang around the cemeteries anyway.
Yes.
Come on now.
But let's just face it, a lot of these popular shows in which we notice the jokes, they should have been canceled years ago. But just that back then, society wasn't on that compared to where we are
Nah,
now.
Like
Bro.
Fast and Furious should end in a long
Those
time.
jokes-
It
Bro,
should have
a
ended at
single-
7.
a
It should have ended at 7. It was
single
a perfect
episode-
I said that.
A,
Seven was great.
single episode of old school SpongeBob would have gotten canceled immediately today.
For real.
True.
Old school, I ain't gonna lie. Old school SpongeBob,
Was peak.
probably the best cartoon of all time.
Yeah, yo, especially that the first episode was peak.
They had
Yeah.
multiple
No.
episodes that were the best. I can't even name one best
Yeah.
episode.
Oh, Hooky.
I wish I could go back to
The
watch
pizza
Spider-Man.
shit?
So
The pizza
smart.
episode?
I feel
Yeah.
like
Yo, the pizza episode. yo.
The slash slinging whatever.
The
Hash
hashtag
slinging
slash-
slash-
Graveyard shift. Graveyard shift.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Hash
SpongeBob
slinging
got
is-
3
is-
eras.
That's
The
big.
OG is good. The middle era, which wasn't as good as the old, but
But
it was
It was
good.
there.
It was good.
It was there.
But the new era.
The new
It's
era.
tough stuff.
Like, the problem.
Oh,
you know what's
the
crazy?
The problem is being politically correct every second of every day has to put at least one vein. One
Mhm.
vein has to at least be throbbing in your skull.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know,
Literally,
just
to
like-
quote you.
And
last
I know
time,
it-
afuera.
I know
It's
it
like
must
it's hard to be like
it has to feel
do
like
jokes,
it's about
man.
to burst.
Yep. I
Yeah.
know
Trying to censor yourself so everybody will not be offended. Just despite what people say, identities are something that people can either acknowledge or they can flat out disregard it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people with power tend to disregard it, don't they?
yeah.
Yep.
Even for a guy that's sensitive like me, sometimes I understand the jokes that SpongeBob can say, and I don't have a problem with it. But it's trying to be funny for funny's sake. But no, we have to watch what we say nowadays. But otherwise, we're gonna get canceled.
Even here we have to watch.
Bro,
what we
the
say.
episode where he was
Even
trying
here
to,
we have to watch.
the
what we say.
episode where he was trying to
Especially
get
here.
Gary to take it
Especially
back.
here, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
look at these doubloons. It was dead ass 2 bars of
Oh,
soap.
yeah.
Don't
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
drop
Drop
them.
them.
He
Yes.
winked at him too. I was like, what?
Like, bro.
That was
What
during
was
the
that?
middle era of SpongeBob. That was during the middle. It was
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Anybody remember that SpongeBob chocolate episode where like it was Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
No, not even not that one. The one where Patrick went ape shit and because nobody wanted to be his Valentine. Remember like
Oh,
you remember that one?
Yes,
I don't know about
remember.
you, but
Unfortunately.
it was a long ass time ago. There was a time where I think they had like you could play video games on the computer and stuff. Remember they used to have like these old video games with characters and stuff. Bro, there was a SpongeBob game that had like that. It was based on that episode where like Patrick consuming more chocolates. You had to like feed. Well, he was
Yeah.
expanding, right? And you had to feed him more chocolates, but it was kind of like I don't know. You know that game where it's like you have to keep going a certain direction, and like while the thing is chasing you and stuff like that.
Is
So
it
it's
a
like,
flash game?
yeah, Flash game, yeah. But it was
No.
but around that time it was
R.I.P.
a fun
Flash.
time.
Yes, yes. I
Speaking
know.
of ape shit, you remember that one episode where the gorilla came out of the soup?
Yeah.
Oh,
That shit scared me as a kid.
I
Really?
know, we do not talk about this.
Oh,
That was
God,
one of the
bro.
weirdest. I think that was like one of the starts
Yeah.
of the downfall of the
What
middle
about the
era.
butterfly
Right,
episode?
right
No,
there.
no, the
Yeah.
butterfly episode.
The whole,
that
the whole
was-
beginning of the
that
episode
traumatized
was
me
way
as a
too
kid.
focused on,
Yeah.
way too focused on ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, well, going back to
When
SpongeBob.
barely wait. What's the song name? Can't put him down. SpongeBob turned into a clown, and no girl ever wants to dance.
Yo, stay on key, bro.
Yeah, please. But going back to the SpongeBob, going back to the Valentine's
Bro,
Day
do
episode,
it.
Remember when SpongeBob gave him that handshake? Now imagine if either one of them were girls. Like picture in today's time, how girls will feel about that if you get a handshake.
Bro, just remember when he out of nowhere went like, bye Squidward, bye Mr. Krabs, bye Squidward.
Well,
I like Squidward. While staring like a drone.
God.
He stared like the way he stared into the screen was like,
We already know what SpongeBob is, man.
Yeah,
We already know.
yeah, we know he's gay. We know
No,
that.
he's asexual.
No.
Well,
they announced
we
it.
don't
No, they confirmed it.
They
like,
confirmed
years
it
ago.
now.
I'm like,
Now
yeah,
they
because
confirmed it.
the
Years ago.
sponge.
Yeah.
What's
They
great?
waited a lot of
What bothers me is that people what bothers
Right, it
me
was
about
so
that is, like,
obvious
they need
already.
to-
So
They need to.
like-
Did they really
Right.
need to explain that? Like,
It was
come on,
already on
guys.
the nose. We
Most
know,
of
bro.
them
It was
did,
just
bro.
funny.
I know, but like, guys, like, it's a cartoon. Do we really need to explain what a SpongeBob sexuality is? Like, bro,
No.
come on.
Bro, it's a
Seriously?
sponge.
Really?
Because
That's what I'm
It is
saying.
a literal
Yes.
sponge.
Do we really need an explanation? For
Why
that?
are we personifying literal objects that will never be able to have our level of consciousness. We keep on doing this shit. We're giving.
I love how you
Yeah.
hesitated.
We're assigning them sexual preferences too.
Yeah.
A
I
sponge.
don't think they did that. I was
Thing
like,
is,
A
the
sponge.
author of the person who made SpongeBob announced that like way back in 2004.
Yeah, bro. Like it was
It
so
just wasn't
obvious.
popular back then.
Yeah. But also, here's the
Just
thing:
even
but
though-
the original guy was dead, like Steven Heisenberg, I think his name. is.
Hillenberg, like
Yeah,
he didn't
Hillenberg.
want SpongeBob to go on for
Yeah.
that long.
Like honestly, like the reason it was what happened with SpongeBob, like why it's so like it kind of like mid now is because it was bound to happen eventually. Because they said the movie was the final episode.
The 2004
Everything
one or
after the
SpongeBob
movie is
Out of
not
Water.
canon.
Oh,
Like,
the
literally, it's not
kick-ass
canon.
guitar solo.
It's
Yeah.
technically not canon. Like
Ah,
everything
yeah.
after the movie that came out is not canon.
I don't think.
Oh, like that.
As a cartoon.
Kind of like that.
SpongeBob.
Kind of like
But,
that.
like, you know, we
Especially
don't-
with one like
It's
SpongeBob.
kinda-
It was
yeah,
a random ass
it's-
adventure.
It's
Well,
kind of
you know what I
it's
mean?
kind of like every new episode of American Dad after that whole pretty much the rapture happened and the end of the world happened after that and Stan died.
Yeah.
And his version of heaven was literally keeping the series going.
Even
Like,
with
hey, look,
everything was back to normal.
American.
Oh,
It's
no,
American
no,
Dad's one more
So,
day.
yeah,
they're
they're dead.
When he's done.
Yeah,
They're-
you know what? You
they're
know what?
literally
It
dead.
brought it up what we were talking about. I just got to remember the last Ronin, because like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah.
It's man.
Nah, dude.
That I'm excited for.
Me too.
Nah,
I'm
dude.
really
Tim-
excited for
Tim
Last
is
Ronin.
Yeah,
getting the representation
The last
of
Ronin
these.
getting a God of War inspired video.
Woo! I posted on my story. I was excited.
Bro, I'm hyped for that.
You know, things I need to see in this game. Well, first of all, I need to I need to see like the flashback. Like I need to play as Leonardo. I need to play as like Cassie
Yeah.
before like it happens, because everyone here knows like what happens.
Of course.
Yeah, but my thing is like the turtles, right? It's crazy because like his version of heaven was just like literally just being with them, and like what you said about Stan continuing the series, it literally just brought me back to there because oh my god, it is like actually one of the most adult, one of the most sad comics, but
Yeah,
it's so goddamn
Just-
good.
Yeah, you-
Just like at the
Yeah,
end,
yeah,
at,
very
at the end of
emotional.
that journal that he had for Casey, and he wrote, and I believe the person who started the problem
Yeah.
that betrayed Shredder
Mhm.
wrote no peace in there.
Yeah.
And then what Mikey did was he edited it and it said no peace, as in know when to give up, and when to stop in your vendettas, your journey, anything like that. You must always take a second,
Yep. To know.
reflect.
Yeah.
You have to reflect. You have to get to settle.
Nah, man, but that was
that
just
was hard.
nah. But my thing is like, it was Raphael's character was a little weird. Like if you think
Yeah.
about it, because I'm like, yeah, he's the type to like be hot headed and stuff, but like, why would you go off on your own to like
Especially in a mission.
He's hot-headed.
exactly? But then I'm thinking like he's hot headed.
Yeah, but
I
they
think he
did that
was
in the 2007
You know what it was?
movie.
I think if Splinter was in better condition, I think he would have never gone. But because Splinter was on the verge of dying and he didn't know if he was going to live,
No,
was
he
like,
wanted
"You know what,
peace.
yeah."
Screw it.
He wanted peace.
He wanted
but the
peace. They
fact
went to
is,
those
like,
peace talks and got both sides got betrayed.
Yeah. And then freaking Leonardo and Casey, bro, they got done dirty, man.
Yeah,
no,
man.
I was disappointed.
They
I
got
was
done
upset,
dirty.
bro.
Like, hopefully the game maybe like takes
Donnie and Splinter got like
they got jumped.
yeah,
Nah,
man. Like
we just need to make sure the flashback scenes are good.
yo,
Yeah.
we better be
Beautiful combat style.
we better be
We'll
able to
see.
use all four of their weapons. Because,
Yeah,
Mikey has all four of
He
them.
has four of them.
He has all four of them.
I wonder if it's gonna be one of those like Ghost of Tsushima type of things. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think,
oh,
I think
no.
they'll definitely take it.
I better see a mutation rage meter.
The thing is, when Ghost
Rage
of
Meter.
Tsushima came out, it was very good on release.
yeah, it's like, dude, it honestly, dude, I'm be honest. I don't know if you guys have any Assassin's Creed fans here, but
Yes,
I never played.
I think it did.
I've played.
I think I did
I've played
Assassin's
almost
Creed.
all of them.
I never.
I
really
think it did
played
it better than those games, man. Like,
I
for,
would watch
like, it was
games
one. It was
like that.
really
I
good.
wasn't
Let's
really
see.
an Assassin's Creed like that. I heard
The
it
only
was
ones I
very
haven't
good.
touched are the Russia, China. Those the ones that seem like they're not a main story game. Those are the ones I haven't touched.
Oh, so like the
I hope
filler.
it does
Yes.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just looking forward to it just because I remember because like I was watching. You know, there's just one YouTuber that like covers like those comics. I was like
Comic
updating.
story.
Comic Story.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
watched
I
this-
love-
I
I
watched
was
this
already-
already.
updating. I was
Shout out Comic Story and
For
all
real.
Shout- Yo,
Listen, honestly,
you came in clutch for me growing up because
like
like
all of us.
I couldn't access those comics and I was able to for you, bro. You literally like helped
No,
me
he's the
like
reason
be
I
the-
know so many things about
Exactly.
comics.
Yeah.
Most of the Marvel
His voice is perfect.
It's
for
literally-
narration.
Like
Like,
most of the,
dude,
the Marvel and DC
yeah.
comics I read back when I was younger, comic store, and he helped me through a lot. So shout out to you.
Shout
bro.
out to you, man.
Shout out to you.
Yeah,
Dude, honestly, I wouldn't be the nerd I am if it wasn't for comic story. Like,
Yeah,
literally.
I had the movies, but I didn't know any of the stuff. It was just his videos. You know?
Just this morning, listening to his Death of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
Ultimate Spider-Man,
nah.
dude.
Yo,
I watched that
one
one
more
like
day.
5 times already. Like
I
that
watched
shit
this.
is heartbreaking.
I watched the original Civil War comics like so many times, and he read back because of him.
Death of Peter Parker, bro. That like it's okay, and man,
Nah.
I did it. Oh,
Ultimate-
No, not that one. I'm talking about the one where
Yeah, he like
Doc Ock takes his body.
Oh, Superior?
That's
Yeah,
Superior.
Superior Spider-Man.
The intro to
Superior.
Superior, yeah.
Superior.
Yo,
Superior's a good
That's
show.
one of the
Yo,
best.
yeah,
yeah,
you're getting mixed
Yeah.
up. There's two
Superior
stories.
Spider-Man.
No. It's Death of Peter Parker too.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed.
Well,
They believed he was dead, but
Yeah.
he was really in.
no, because there's two sides to that. There's the death, like there's Ultimate, in which because as you know the Peter Parker we're
I know, but
exposed to
the
now.
one with the Goblin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I'm not talking about that.
the one I'm talking about is the one where like he like dies from exhaustion. Like he literally
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's the Goblin one.
yeah,
that's
that's not Superior.
that's
though.
Ultimate.
No,
That's
there's
not Superior.
there's
two
two.
versions.
Yeah, there's two universes. He was talking about
there's,
one
there's multiple
616.
Yeah,
there are
two-
multiple universes where he dies.
Yeah.
Wait, these are two different universes.
Yeah,
the
I
one with
know.
Doc Ock stealing his body.
Wait, that wasn't the old.
That was
Superior.
that's
That's
616.
the intro to
That
Superior
wasn't-
Spider-Man.
That's 616, man.
Yeah.
That's 616. Yeah,
That's the
intro to
Superior.
That's the original
And Peter-
Spider-Man timeline.
And people, I think, got used to Ock's version of Spider-Man, Spock.
Yeah.
They got used to it. So because Spock does not do the quips.
Yeah.
So Norman, I'm guessing he got used to,
You mean don't you mean
Yeah.
Otto Octavius?
yeah, but
Yeah.
like they were like he was a superhero. He became Superior Spider-Man and was fighting all of Spider-Man's rogues.
Yeah.
It's just they got so used to a Spider-Man that wasn't quipping
Mm.
and was beating the hell out of them.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah.
with Cloak and Dagger, he washed them too. Whew, he was bodying them all. And it's just that Peter came back in that Octobot and he got his body back, but Octavius thought ahead. So he cloned an additional body of Peter and took over that one. So now there's two.
Yeah,
And in Parker Industries, what Peter shouldn't have done, because I don't know why, because this is against his character.
Again,
Responsibility.
of course.
Responsibility. What he should have done was tell everybody, because he said it out loud in Avengers Tower. He stole, like, you are not going to use my body to murder people.
Mm.
Because he had just punched Scorpion's chin off.
Yeah.
So everybody heard that. And nobody act like, like nobody followed up on it.
Yeah.
Despite that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just.
Lazy.
They just let Peter
Lazy,
Parker, like,
But that's the
Lazy
thing, though. Like I
writing.
went.
Really
I talked a
lazy.
little bit about this in the. I talked a little bit about this when I went into the Spider-Man rant when we did the first episode. I was saying like how there was a run with like Dan Slott, But Dan Slott's the writer.
Dan Slott
Superior.
loves for him to suffer.
Yeah.
Yes.
He loves
yeah,
Peter
it
Parker.
was,
suffering.
it was around that time where
Bro.
they didn't want Peter and MJ.
Literally. the
But
voices
it was like, yeah,
suffering.
Superior Spider-Man was one of the best stories out of like because that was Superior Spider-Man was part of like the brand new day like time like era of Spider-Man. And, like,
But
the only ones
like,
and it was
like,
brand new Superior Spider-Man was the only one that was good.
I guarantee
Only
you,
one.
Superior Spider-Man would have stayed a good guy when
Yeah.
Peter eventually did come back
Yeah.
if he didn't take the company.
Yeah.
If he just decided I'm going to be Spider-Man, bro, I let Otto play at being Peter Parker running the industry. Just let me be Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
But if I'm not allowed to be Peter Parker, just let me be Spider-Man. Instead, he took over the company.
and Peter Parker.
know how that turned
He
out.
pretended to be the same. He pretended to be Spock. Took his company, everything he built up, and that's what pissed off Norman to hate him again.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have done that.
That was very accurate.
That's not.
You're
That's
right.
not responsible.
Everybody said that. Like that's why
Just
people
write-
hate. That's why
here's
people
the thing.
hate modern Spider-Man comics. Like
Just
everybody
write out-
You're trying to make
Yeah.
him relatable to human nature, human temptation, and everything like
That's
this.
just not
He's a
Peter.
broke dude. He's a broke dude from Queens, but he understood responsibility.
Yeah.
The real him would have said it off rip. This man stole my body. Because I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna believe this shit anyway.
Yeah.
It's
But this is the thing also. Literally his quote, with great power comes
Great
great
responsibility.
He could just show them the technology.
Like this wasn't me.
He could literally show them the technology. He had access to Octavius' memories while he was stuck in his body. That's how he got out.
I'm gonna go
Right before he died.
Peter took
Well, he almost died.
Yeah.
I feel like they try to make it a little relatable to like Tony Stark. I'm just gonna say right now, he's no Tony Stark. He's got the brains for it, no doubt about it. But he's no Tony Stark. I mean, like you want to make him average guy, like average income, like yeah, that's fine. But just don't make him like in that very lifestyle, whatnot. Like as you guys said, great power, great responsibility. You want to have the good money, have a good job. That's good. Anyone would want to have that. But just like we all know how that turned out when it comes to Parker Industries. We know about the fallout, how many people were mad at him, especially when it came to Johnny Storm, Harry Osborn, and everyone else is like we're pissed at him.
Especially MJ.
Especially MJ.
What I was gonna say now is like,
but what happened when he got his body stolen and he said it out loud that his body got stolen? I didn't do nothing.
Again, just lazy writing. But yeah, because
no one wants to see.
Because you were bringing up Creed 3. This isn't real topic of Spider-Man. You were bringing up Creed 3, right?
Yeah.
You were like, oh, second best movie of the year, close to John Wick. Hey, just remember one thing: Spider-Verse 2 is coming out this year.
We'll see. We'll see.
That's gonna be number 2 anyway.
Get that
Hey, wait.
Overrated ass series.
No,
I love. Before you say anything,
Hey,
I love
Spider-Verse?
that movie. I love that movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But kind of overrated.
Spider-Verse.
They acting like that's the best Spider-Man movie of all time.
Honestly, it's not.
It's not.
It's not the best.
Look, it's close. For me, like I
It's
say, it's
up
close.
there. I'll say
I
that,
still
but
say
it's not
Spider-Man
the
2 is the
best.
greatest.
Spider-Man 2, bro.
Greatest of all time.
Spider-Man 2.
Greatest of all
Spider-Man
time.
2.
Greatest of all time.
How do you re-character develop your whole character?
Literally,
Like that?
especially having that whole mental block and having to go through it. You know what it means to be Spider-Man all over.
The craziest
Like,
part
I
is
think
that
it's a
is
good
something
movie. I think it's a great
actually that
movie.
would happen to him. That is like literally its own storyline that would actually happen to him.
See,
Like,
I understand your point about Spider-Verse. For me, that's how I feel about No Way Home. I'm like, that shit is over.
No Way Home is so overrated.
Yeah,
No,
my
it is.
God.
Like, it was a very,
So overrated.
it was a
I-
good,
I
it was
love
a very
it.
good
I
movie.
love
I
it.
loved it, no
They're-
doubt
like
about it.
the cutscenes that they took out were terribly like. They should not have taken out the certain scene where Green Goblin came in, had a full-blown conversation with Tobey Maguire.
They had a fight. They had a fight. You saw it. They fought in the
And
fight
they
and
took
stuff.
all of that out just so he can get stabbed by him later.
Oh,
I know Tobey Maguire Spider-Man got a strong-ass healing factor, but like, damn, man. Like,
After 19 years of waiting for that eventual meetup again, that's what you're gonna do. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love No Way Home. It's still one of my favorite MCU movies of all time. But the fact is, after seeing all those the scenes that were cut out, I'm thinking like, you could have incorporated at least a few minutes into them to make it a little more sense.
I would have.
I think it was also a mixture of they didn't want like it to, because this is about like at the end of the day, this is about Tom.
Yeah, like I get that. Like I get
But
that. Which I respect.
This
Which I
does
respect.
offer the perfect setup because thank God Tom is finally out of Iron Boy Jr.
Yeah, man.
territory.
And that was my biggest thing about
like,
Far From
thank
Home.
you, God.
Oh my God.
Like,
That is what I be talking about. Spider-Man fans, y'all love him being depressed.
But like, I don't know, man. That's what he's at his peak.
Alright, it's a fact.
It's a like we
It's
can't
a
deny
fact.
it. We can't deny it. He's really good. He's sad.
I mean, we got that piece of the Venom symbiote still in the universe.
Which was
That's
dumb as
one.
hell. Like, why
Yeah.
couldn't they just have Tom Hardy be in the? I don't know.
nah, they literally messed it up. Like the Tom Hardy could have just been living. Like maybe they have Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man 5.
So now we're gonna
And it's
have
Spider-Man, like, the
another
two-
Eddie Brock,
the two-
another
I know,
Flash.
another
You have
Eddie-
to remember, we're in the multiverse saga right now.
Yeah, so we have to
A
have
lot of
another Eddie Brock,
possibilities.
another.
No, but like
no, not another Eddie Brock.
We
just
are
like-
probably. It's
probably Sean.
because again, it's a new multiverse. You know.
Yeah, Eddie Brock got transported back to his world,
Okay,
so
yeah,
he
that's
left the
true.
piece. That's what I'm saying. Like all you have to do is keep him there. He figures out his way, and then that's when like because he's not affected by the memory thing because he doesn't know who Peter Parker is. He literally like by some indirect way finds out that Peter's the one who sends him here. Literally, because how the way Sony Tom Hardy is, he would literally, and how Venom is especially, they would literally like fuck him up first before asking questions.
Yeah.
That literally makes the end of the trilogy perfect. Spider-Man versus Venom, like redone, and Venom and Tom Hardy actually have a reason to beat up Peter this time.
Yeah, you ripped me from
You
my
literally
world.
ripped me from my world, my life. Everything's looking good. And then once again, in another way, Spider-Man destroys Eddie Brock's life. Like literally perfect way to like
And
do
then by the end
trilogy.
of the fight, he ends up in jail.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Because he manages to get the symbiote off.
I look again.
Once
I
they
think
get a new fight between
I
Tom
think-
Holland
see, like,
and
I thought they were
Spider-Man
gonna do.
I thought they were gonna dye his hair fucking blonde.
Like literally at the end of the Venom movie, he gets transported and
I know.
Venom looks at him and he's like, that guy.
And then Lex
Because
says, "But never."
he knows who he is, what it because he said, I know more. He said, I know more than what I'm letting on. Like literally, if I told you everything, your mind will literally break.
But wait,
Yeah.
how
He knows
even in the
about
first
it.
two Venom movies, Venom the symbiote, it never interacted with Spider-Man at some point. It
No,
Yeah.
but like
No,
that's
but
but
according to the
going
comics,
back
they
to-
interacted with Deadpool.
Yeah, well, yeah, according to the comics,
Imagine
that's why he's so
Deadpool-
messed
no,
up
no,
in the Venom. The
just no.
symbiote so messed up in the
Imagine
head. Yeah.
Deadpool with this Venom symbiote. Just-
That happened. Yeah.
I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, imagine
Venom's
it was
been in
long
every
term.
Venom.
yeah, but like that's the thing. Venom's been around. Also, even the
Yes.
symbiote.
His
first
he
round.
knows.
His
He
perfect
knows
host was
a
that
lot of shit, so
Yeah.
he probably knows that. That's why he was like that guy, because like he's like, oh yeah, it's that guy, the guy who I know in another universe where another version of me has had problems with and has tangled with and has
There is
You know
so
what's
much-
funny? I
there
was
is so
waiting
much
for the
about
Topher
symbiote.
Grace. I was waiting for the Topher Grace cameo.
Nah.
Ah,
Nah,
that
nah,
would've been
nah,
hilarious.
There's
I was
so
waiting
much
for the
about the
Topher Grace
symbiote that we
cameo.
don't know. Even with the King in Black storyline, there is so much about the world of the symbiotes that we need to address, especially with
That's
the Iron
why,
symbiote, the Venom symbiote, and so many. I think the recent symbiotes that came out in the Spider-Man.
That's why Whoopie is my favorite game of all time.
Riot.
Yeah.
Toxic.
And no.
toxic. Yeah.
No.
No.
Toxin.
No,
Toxin,
was
yeah.
the king of all symbiotes. Then he became to Venom. He
Toxin's
became the
cool.
god of
I
symbiotes,
like
and then now
The Necro Sword.
the Necro Sword.
Yeah.
That was his two.
Gore the
with
God
Necro
Butcher
Sword,
was
that
underused in
Yes.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
No, can I
Oh
talk
my
hold on,
God.
hold on, hold on.
Oh, that movie
Listen,
sucked. That movie
Just to let you
sucked.
know.
We agree on that.
That movie
Yes.
sucked,
We
bro.
on that. Ooh.
That movie was
Definitely do.
dog
Bro,
shit.
bro,
Oh
The
my
only reason I went to go
God.
see that was to link with the homies.
That's
That was
it.
the only
I
reason.
was-
That was it.
That's the
It was
only
just a
reason.
link.
That shit was a nice 4 out of 10.
Bro,
That shit was a
that was
nice
what you
fight.
mean too.
Taika Waititi was trying to
That
make.
was the worst.
He was trying to make cancer funny. No.
Bro, I'm literally a
No,
Thor
no.
fan, bro. He's my favorite Avenger. Besides Spider-Man.
That
But
was
look,
2.5 for
But
me.
Captain
look,
America says Spider-Man.
Gore
was
should
great.
not have
Yes,
gone out like
he
that.
did.
He could have been a multiple movie villain.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yes.
could have.
Do
He
you
could
see
have.
Gore in the comics?
Of course.
He's
He's him.
Bro,
He's fucking
He
him.
killed
Bro.
He
It's like-
beat the shit out of 3
Yo,
Thors at the
dude,
same time.
Yeah, it's like saying, oh, Dr. Doom's only gonna be in one movie. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how?
No.
It's like, that's what I'm saying, like,
I'm just gonna tell you what this. When they bring Doctor Doom in the MCU, they better make him long term. I don't care what they need to
Yeah,
do.
it's Dr. Doom, man. They
Bro,
can't.
he
No,
does not
like,
get, he does
they
not
can't,
get enough love.
bro.
He
He
does,
can't fumble.
he does not get enough love. I'm just telling you. You mess him up, I'm sorry.
Dr.
You're
Doom
making
is
it.
him.
They've already done it twice already. Don't fuck it up.
Yo,
this
Marvel
time
moving
again.
like
Please,
DC right now of all
please.
this shit,
Nah,
man. Marvel
nah.
moving like DC.
I got
Nah,
hope for
bro.
him.
Personal request: Jessica
Oh.
Alba, can you please come back as
Sue Storm?
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
She's
Yeah.
been waiting for that for like 11 years.
Can we also
Please.
get the,
Please.
Can we
get Chris
also-
Evans as Johnny Storm?
I'm
He
good
said
on
he
that.
wanted
I'm good on that.
He said he
But you
wanted
know what?
it.
I
He
respect
said he
it.
wanted
I respect it because I'm right there
what's-
with you. I'm
I-
right there with you.
what's the
Jessica
guy?
Alba.
I
Please,
mean,
come
hey,
back.
like for like
Chris Evans, what about Human Torch again? bro?
He wants to. He wants.
I
to,
mean, hey,
so-
if you want to come back again,
Hey,
I'm
also
open to
the
that.
guy,
I'm not sure how y'all feel about Vin Diesel being, the thing.
Yeah,
But, like,
WandaVision. You came back for WandaVision as Quicksilver. We could use you again, bro. You were
Don't even bring that up, bro.
No,
Because I'm
no,
still
no.
wondering, where's White Vision?
Oh yeah.
We still don't have any information.
Where is he
on it.
at?
To be fair, a lot
Wanda
of
went and died before you popped up again. Come on, now.
Granted, they're having rumors of a Wanda movie coming out soon. Not sure if it's going to involve that
Mephisto.
Vision, but
It's probably gonna involve Mephisto.
and we'll get Mephisto in. Then
And
Doctor
we could get
Strange.
Ghost Rider.
No.
oh my God,
We
Johnny
get Ghost
Blaze
Rider.
Ghost
He-
Rider.
No, wait,
I
wait,
am
wait, hold on.
waiting for Johnny Blaze.
technically, Ghost Rider does exist in the universe.
He
and it's in
does.
the multiverse.
He
Robbie
does.
Reyes.
His nephew.
Yeah, we
Robbie
know.
Reyes.
We know that Ghost Rider exists because of Agents of Shield. We know that. I'm just saying we need Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, I've had this thing. You know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys remember, but back when Agents of Shield had Robbie Reyes, originally they were going to do a Hulu show with Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider, and that was going to be in the MCU because had the shows be their own thing. But then they want to have brand synergy,
Mhm.
so that's when the Disney Plus
Like
thing came in.
Like Edward.
So they kind of
I'm
canned
gonna be
in,
honest, dude.
like they
those-
kind of canned in everything. And that's why, like
those Marvel.
that's what we're
those
having.
Marvel
Like
shows,
Netflix
what
is
the fuck
lucky.
would they think of
Like
those
the
Marvel
Netflix
shows?
Marvel shows. I mean, some were good, some were bad.
Like,
They're mid
bless
at best.
I
The
feel like
Seven
the
Deadly
only,
Sisters.
God bless
garbage.
you.
the only reason they're doing that is because they want to please people. And
We're
get
talking
them
about Marvel.
as much content as possible.
Hey, we
As
talking about
fast.
Netflix.
If they were to do what they did with the original 10 years,
Yeah.
people will be waiting forever. They
Yeah.
don't want that for the fans.
Here's the problem.
That's why they're messing up with that.
Here's the
Yeah.
problem.
They don't know what they're doing.
It's too late to do a 10-year plan. James Gunn went over there with the wrong thought process.
Yeah.
Because just because it worked for the damn Mouse's company doesn't mean it's gonna work for DC.
It's
Yeah.
the mouse
It's
company,
possible.
bro.
No, but
It's possible.
you can't just flat out just go ahead with the same tactic because people are already looking at Marvel, then they're looking at DC, and then you decided to buy and be co-owner of the rival company
Hey, man.
while still working for the mouse.
Hey, but look, if
Hey,
he
man,
can
listen,
do it, he
listen.
can do it. But he has
Bro,
some
that's not
big,
competition
he
anymore.
has some big shoes to fill. I don't know
That's
if you
not,
understand
but that's
that.
not that's not corporate competition anymore.
Yeah, man.
That's slowly turning it into a trust.
Yeah.
Because think about it like this: if everything he does is garbage, DC itself loses money.
Yeah.
Warner Bros. loses
Loses money.
Like, Warner Bros. Decides to cut their losses and sell DC to somebody. Who do you think is going to be the first one to jump in there and try and take it?
The mouse.
The mouse.
The mouse.
The mouse.
The mouse.
Yes.
Keep doing your work, James Gunn.
Sabotage a rival company, James Gunn.
I don't think DC will fit with Disney. I don't see that happening.
Wait, with DC.
Marvel I
Disney?
can see, but DC.
No, it's.
I don't
too
see
dark
DC
for
working
that.
with this 10-year.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
no, no.
not.
No, I meant with Disney.
There's too many problems already.
Disney,
Yeah, like
it
dude,
does
they
not
gotta
mix.
make better movies now. That's not they're chilling. They
They're
just have to
better-
make
they're-
better
DC
movies.
Oh, that's what
Or
that's
like
what the Flash is for.
Or they could flat out
I'm
just,
talking
or they
about
could flat
Marvel.
out get
Like
rid
Marvel,
of their
ain't-
IPs.
Yeah.
If they buy all
Marvel
their,
doesn't need. Marvel
they
doesn't
buy
need. They
them,
already got their
they just
stuff
get rid of
lined
their
out. They
IPs.
just make
Yeah,
better
that's
movies.
it.
That's
Just
it.
gotta literally
DC
just cut
still has to figure
Yeah,
that whole
that's it.
shit out. So.
DC is
the
rebooting their
competition
universe.
between
Yeah,
them both
that
will
was-
finally be over.
Yeah. Marvel being on top.
The thing is, DC would have done a lot better if they didn't rush so much to try and compete with Marvel. Right? They would.
See, I feel
They
like
would. They were the first man.
But like the whole thing with Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh
saw the way
my
that he
God.
kept on spoiling many things about Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Every time he brought up Henry Cavill, it always had something to do with him.
can we talk about that?
The
No,
Rock cares about himself.
I'm just
no,
gonna say-
yeah, can we talk
He
about
was
that for a
trying
second?
to- Speaking
He
of
was
which,
he kind of used Henry Cavill.
He
to-
did. No,
No,
not
he
kind of.
did.
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he used Henry Cavill to propel himself
Yeah.
for a flop of a movie that James Gunn is not really even going to use.
And it only
Not
makes
only that,
yeah.
he didn't even.
Shazam 2, they said that
Exactly.
he was wasted.
yeah,
Like, it was a wasted opportunity not to put Black Adam in that.
no, it makes no sense for him not to be
because
there.
he doesn't want to do a movie with Zachary Levi because Zachary Levi is apparently a nobody. He wanted a high profile.
Not only
Which is
that.
not true, by the way.
It's
He's
not-
not.
Zachary
Zachary
Levi is
Levi's
not a nobody.
No, he's
No,
not
he
nobody.
didn't do that because he knew he would have to lose because Shazam always kicks Black Adam's ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's in the contract. He can't lose
Yeah,
because
his contract. He literally can't lose the fight. You're more protected than Hulk Hogan at that point, but you're at a you're not at a wrestling company anymore. You're at a fucking comic book company.
Exactly. I mean, like
you gotta take a loss.
You
You're
already-
a villain.
He already.
I'm like, he's
he
trying to
already
be Superman
No,
2.0. He's a villain.
this movie already retcons Black Adam's origin.
Already.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
it's
already.
Because
Already.
Shazam is his origin, bro.
Yeah, literally.
No. His origin is snapping his nephew's neck and
Yep.
stealing the rest of the power.
Mhm.
That was his origin. Instead, now it's his son, killed by the King's assassins. Dwayne Johnson just didn't want it to be the original.
Yeah.
He
And
was a
it-
good father.
what even makes
His
it
husband,
worse-
that's crazy.
What even makes it
He
worse?
wasn't.
He
He
was
wasn't in the real
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
He's a
He was a murderer. That's
he
what he
was.
was.
He was a good husband. I'm just saying, like, you want to go accurate to make the fans appealing.
No, it's not.
No.
What even makes it worse is that when you
The
find
Greek
out
gods got tired of
recently-
Black Adam, took his powers away. He died, and then
He
The-
came back.
the people of Egypt prayed to the Egyptian gods to resurrect 10th Adam.
Yeah.
And then
What makes
after
it
5,000
worse is
years,
that
Actually,
you
that's probably
find
why he
out-
didn't go with the original
when-
ending because he would have to die. He would have to lose.
Yeah.
The thing is,
He's dead already.
Oh,
technically.
yeah.
He's dead.
What sucks about it is that when you find out, when you literally just came out recently, it's like, yeah, Black Adam prevented, like, they were gonna go forward with Shazam 2 and Black Adam having
A
Black Adam being-
confrontation.
a confrontation.
And
And
Dwayne Johnson,
Dwayne Johnson said
Bro.
no. He literally
Bro.
said no because he wants it
Bro,
to be
Bro, there
about
are
Black Adam. It
there are,
literally
an-
says
there are
it wants
animated
to be
movies.
about him.
There are animated movies where Shazam and Superman team up on Black Adam.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
They
saw
could
the
have. They
movie.
could have just made that.
They literally
Yeah.
could've
They
just-
could have just done.
No, but no, Black Adam just Dwayne Johnson wanted to be Superman 2.0 and have the whole universe centered around him and versus Superman, rather than having it be
Shazam
comic accurate and
versus-
say, hey, I'm a Shazam villain. Like
No,
you know,
it's
it's like,
Shazam.
They
and like
made-
you're not,
they
listen,
made
you're not
Black- they
Superman.
made
Like
Black
you're not.
Adam, extremely OP in the film.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
he's not that powerful. Like he's like
He is.
super.
No,
He is.
He is powerful.
Oh.
Him and Billy, like they're the
They're
only ones.
equal.
They're the only ones that would be able to fight Superman.
Yeah.
All right.
all right,
Literally.
fair enough.
They're the
It's
only
not,
ones.
it's not just their
My thing is that I don't know why. Like I don't understand the
But
need
Billy's
to
too immature.
make it
That's
about
the
me.
reason.
You know what I mean? Like
Because
why?
He's 10 to 11 years
Because
old.
he's
No, he's not.
And like,
15
like
years
it
old.
sucks. What sucks because he with that
Bro.
decision he fucked up both
Bro.
movies. He fucked up his own movie and Shazam 2. Because Shazam 2
Shazam 2
has
literally,
has nothing. Like
the
literally,
only-
it has
the only
no
thing,
reason to be.
The only thing
exist.
Billy was doing was sipping over Wonder Woman, and she only had one scene.
Yeah, man. That was it. Like,
That was
because there was no Black Adam.
Fan
Yeah.
service, bro.
I didn't even know.
Because there was no
And
Black Adam, so
they
there was
spoiled
no.
that Gal Gadot was gonna be in there,
Yeah.
and she was only in there for one scene, and that's the whole scene was spoiled already.
Yeah.
What was the scene?
Him sipping for her.
Yeah.
Trying
That was
to
like,
find
he
a
was
deal with
just
her.
not bad for Gal Gadot.
Can't blame him.
Don't get me wrong. She's
Yeah,
she's
can't
very
blame- can't blame-
cute.
can't blame-
She's cute.
Well, like,
she's very cute.
She only had one scene, and you literally kept on, reusing that the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then you have this idiot Dwayne Johnson not wanting to
Listen,
do
they
it.
could have
Not wanting to make this could have been a blockbuster hit if he would have just left his ego at the door.
literally.
Yes,
Well, it's just like Black Adam movie could have been done so much better. They not only went for the comics, even if they wanted to do their own thing, just a little bit more in the comics, dive deeper into the powers of the Shazam. And even when it came to the hero with Billy, do that. It would have been better.
And then like actually like instead of the post credit scene being Henry Cavill, just show him like just like show Black Adam looking at Shazam like doing all this shit, and he just goes like or like this asshole or something like that.
No.
Like,
All they have to say is, "Oh, I see the Wizards have chosen another champion."
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because originally he had the Greek powers,
Mm-hmm.
That
and then they got tired, and then he got the Egyptian powers.
Yeah.
So he was like, Billy is legitimately his replacement.
Oh, so he's like,
Really?
oh,
That could have been their
He
beef.
is- yeah, he is.
That could have been the start of their beef.
Yeah.
Instead, they threw Henry Cavill there.
And I don't even
throw
think
him
Black
away.
Adam should have been a movie. It should have been what they should have done. No, I think it should have been Shazam 1, Shazam 2, then Black Adam.
Because
and
what they
then
wanted to do
Shazam
was set
3.
up the Justice.
Because like you have to build the
Yeah.
because
They
again
wanted
his
to set
origin
that up.
is Shazam, like it's tied together. Even though you can do it's not like with Venom where it's like, all right, Lethal Protector, where there's a lot more to base. There's a lot more you can play with the canon to have it not be about Spider-Man. Like no, Shazam, Black Adam, like you have to mention the Wizards. You have to talk about. You have to. There's context. You have to talk about the other champion with Shazam and stuff.
Don't get me wrong. I like all these villain groups are cool and all, but if they set up more like the Light from Young Justice,
See, yeah.
no, the Light, they make sure to plan everything. They don't just go unfolding right away. They literally take their time. You know the reasons why Earth would survive today because of the deals he made, with the deals that Vandal Savage made with Darkseid and Clarion. Earth would have been destroyed at this point.
Yeah.
Because of the meteorite, they gave him all this insight, all the knowledge he needed. That's why he made sure to go along with their plans. Because despite that Vandal Savage being a conqueror, at the end of the day, he's not a man without reason. He knows what's going to happen if Earth doesn't have the necessary resource to fight back against Darkseid and his forces.
Yeah, like it's also
Young Justice, right?
Yeah, Young Justice.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
show.
I'm just saying, like when Darkseid saw the metahumans, he was intrigued, and that's why he made the deal with Vandal, saying like Earth and Apocalypse will conquer the galaxy together, and when it's all said and done, the two will go at each other. Winner takes all.
Yeah.
And Darkseid and Vandal needs the Earth to advance more if he wants to succeed that goal. The metahumans are already powerful on their own, but with the forces that Darkseid has on Apocalypse, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that the animated the dark war like.
Trust me, I
Yo,
remember.
dude,
It
I,
was too
I
fucking
remember
brutal.
I saw that and I was like, oh man, this is about to be an intense battle. Literally, the first scene is all of them just getting.
The most in
Slap.
Justice League just being.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you let Superman plan, bro.
Here's the thing: Cyborg already his tech is from Apocalypse, and Darkseid had that access. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick little peek and say, yeah, I know what you guys are gonna do. I have all these Doomsday.
I see what
Doomsday
you're
things.
cooking.
Yeah, I know what you're cooking.
I know what you guys are cooking.
Yeah, but yeah, nah. You know what's the craziest part about?
Batman should have led the plan.
Yeah.
He should have led the plan.
But as per usual, Superman just was being Superman, and then yep, everything.
You know-
all the characters that we grew up with, all the animated films.
I had to get rebooted at the end.
Yeah, because James Gunn. But look here, I get.
Don't get me wrong. The movie is amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing. But
It
like,
is, just all
but
the
like, it was like
everything
all that
all
development
all
just.
leads to this.
Yeah, and I think that's what started the new
New 52 or the new 52 as they say it.
Like,
Yeah,
the new 52 was already rebooted. Just that at the end of that movie,
it
just
rebooted again.
No, what about the new like it's called
Like
World of Tomorrow
made,
kind of
Superman movie,
animation?
it's like in a new universe.
Yeah, like that. Like it's
Yeah.
like the
I haven't seen
more
those
bold
movies.
lines. The animation
I
style.
still haven't
different.
seen those movies, so you guys could just tell me if you want. Like, how good are they?
They're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh, I see.
Saying like it's about that time.
I mean, well, do you have anything you want to close off on, or
I'd say
closing topic?
in closing, just because you want your own, like, your centric film for your character, origin story and everything like that, does not mean that you get to pretty much tell the fans, fuck you.
Yeah, literally.
You didn't have to have that full-blown origin story like that.
Because
And in Shazam 2, you could have at least taken a temporary L. You don't have to get locked up. You just go back to Comdog.
Yeah, and like
and then you can
again,
come back for another
it's not
day.
like he would have not been popular. Like number one, you're The Rock, and also it's Black Adam. Like
But you notice that this is the same tactic that Hulk Hogan had.
Yeah.
He had a specific move that if by legal contract, if you kick out of it, you get sued.
Yeah.
So having that same type of protection in the movie industry that is meant for children.
Yeah.
And teenagers who are reading and watching comic book related media. You have to be accommodated.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Or else, what's the point of even filming if nobody wants to see your film?
Because at the end of the day, even if you get that big FU to the audience, they're the ones that are watching movies.
Like,
they're the ones that are giving the
who are
money.
giving the feedback.
If you don't get that same
There's
attention, you don't get the money, you're done.
Yeah,
Finito.
you're
That's
done.
true.
Keep your self-respect, but you do not have to let your ego.
Yeah, like
dictate
you don't have to be the center of
everything.
everything.
Don't do that.
It's
Yeah,
That's what he tried to do that, and it blew up in his face.
Ego,
Kind of like
ego.
You said go Hobbs and Shaw.
yeah.
Ego.
Yeah, that's what happened, wasn't he? Like Fast and Furious, like the one of the actors was mad at they had beef because The Rock was like, Tyrese had beef with The Rock. It's like, yo, you're gonna leave because he's he's leaving because you're not the center of attention anymore. Is that why you're leaving? Like they had beef over that shit, you know?
Oh yeah, and
Which was like I thought about it before, but I'm like now with Black Adam it makes sense. I'm like, so he's also like he actually kind of is kind of
ego and with Hollywood
He's an
actors,
ego, man.
it always backfires on them one way or another. Maybe not now, but it always happens in the future.
Yeah, that's the bad part about having
nobody can share the spotlight. God,
Like nobody can share the spotlight.
Now
Like, it has
with
to be
Fast
me.
10 coming out.
There are millions of people on this rock. You might as well just you're not gonna live forever either. You're gonna want to pass on your talents to someone.
Yes.
Not just your children, just people you interact with. You want to see them do better.
Yeah.
But if you're a miserable person, I'm not saying he's a miserable person. I'm just saying that those who do not want to see others prosper along with you, that you want to be the only shining star in the sky.
Yeah, man.
There's a reason why pride is the worst sin.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
the fans you inspire will carry on your legacy, even if it's not through your children. At the end of the day, the impact you have on them, it will carry with them throughout.
Yeah, like, and at the end of the day, like, even though like you could do so many good things. At the end of the day, one bad thing, and that's what people will remember you for.
Yeah, it's like
They just gotta stop making villains anti-heroes in movies and give them their own fucking.
See, I
movie.
think I think
the
that Joker
villains
did it
just make
right.
the villains
I think that
villains.
Joker was the only one that did it right. See,
Yes.
I like the Venom movie, but of course I wish it would have been Spider-Man would have been there because that's a huge part of the because again the comic is way better than the movie, and the comic had Spider-Man in Spider-Man there. So I think they would if it was literally just Venom, Lethal Protector with Spider-Man, the actual comic book in a movie form. Would have been much better.
Yeah.
Joker did it right because
Joker's
at
the
least
only
they
one that did it right.
because they
Yeah,
acknowledged
the only one.
Batman. They acknowledged that was part of a that was an integral part of the story. Like it was Arthur Fleck, but also you have this little side thing like acknowledging that Batman exists in this universe. So it's not like where's so you're not questioning the movie like where's Batman? Where's Bruce Wayne? You know what I mean? Like
The main,
Notice
your main
how
rifles not there.
the Joker is
that's literally how Black Adam.
only like pop culture like Marvel, DC, only one to win Oscars.
Joaquin
Yes.
Phoenix
Joaquin
that was
Phoenix,
He was
beautiful.
off his
He
meds,
was
man.
Beautiful.
He was off his. He just stopped taking his meds. That's all he did. He just stopped taking his meds.
Well, I mean, compared to what Heath Ledger did, bro, he had to condition himself in the
Yeah,
most
nah.
horrid of conditions.
But I still watch that movie and it's still fucking amazing.
Yes,
Dark
it
Knight
is amazing.
is still
Beautiful.
amazing.
That scene that scene where he blows Morty's head off and then goes off into the street.
You get what you
Everybody just
fucking
surrounded him.
deserve.
Yep.
That shit was hard.
You get what you fucking deserve.
Yeah. Now with me, like I think the favorite scene for me was the Dark Knight, like when he Joker's like at the table, right, and then he just like
Hey,
wants
bash
a magic trick.
Bash that dude.
It's gone. That's God.
Batman Begins.
I love.
And
I
then,
love.
like, he's
Dark
literally,
Knight,
you can
man.
literally see him manipulating everybody there.
Yeah,
And it's crazy because like that's like one thing the Joker thing, and then he's like, and he always has a backup plan. And the craziest part is, like, you know, when he has all the bombs attached, he was fully ready to just like boom, because he doesn't care. He only gives a crap until after he meets Batman, and like he just literally wants to make literally life miserable just because he wants to.
He wants everybody to know
kill.
you can become as crazy as me with
Yep.
just one bad day.
Yep.
He's an agent of
proved that with
chaos.
Superman.
And the craziest thing is, he's not wrong.
He's not
Literally, a lot of criminals, one shitty day
It
makes
just-
them do shitty decisions, and then those crappy decisions stay there
Here's the
permanently.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
here's the thing before I go. Like, I love all these DC superheroes, but the one thing that sometimes get me annoyed with them is that they always see things in black and white. They never see things from another perspective.
Yeah.
Yes, they have been there do their fair share of trauma, but you always want to go with the high moral standards. Like, yo, she'll always be better than that. Hero should not kill. But at the end of the day, some people, I don't like people dying per se. I'm kind of like a pacifist per se. But the fact is, some people
Gotta
they
go.
just do not
Yeah.
change. They
Yeah.
got to
Some
go.
people
That's
gotta
gotta
go.
go.
That's what Batman
And
Yeah.
Joker is one of those people.
You has to
Bro,
fucking
I
go.
guarantee you, Joker would not last a week in the Marvel.
No, it
universe.
would not.
God.
No, there's so many people.
Moon Knight,
Punisher. Punisher. Not even. That's it.
Wolverine.
Punisher. That's it.
Daredevil,
Rider.
Daredevil,
Ghost Rider, Daredevil.
he would have been gone.
Yeah.
Oh my! They would all
Spider-Man?
came for Joker.
Yeah.
If Batman
Yeah.
was just like King
Bro,
Jason,
all,
had to
all,
kill-
all, he,
Venom.
all he would have to do was kidnap Mary Jane once, and even Peter.
Oh,
Parker.
yeah, see,
I
man,
said,
all
you
man.
know, Pe-
Hobgoblin. He would have hobgoblin his shit right there.
Bro, kills Ant-Man. That's it. It's a
all.
wrap.
Just
It's a wrap
yeah,
for Joker.
he's literally like-
It's a fucking wrap for Joker.
Spider-Man not doing all that mind tricks. He's
Yeah,
going
Hell
straight.
no.
No.
He's not even going to be talking at all.
No,
He's
yeah.
quiet. That's how you know
Yeah.
he's going
Nah,
to
Yeah,
kill you.
it's like, where's the joke, huh? And
What am
when
I-
he stays
It's gonna be
silent.
worse
oh,
than
shit.
Kingpin.
Nah,
It's gonna be worse than Kingpin.
He pulled up on him without the costume on.
Yeah, man. Oh
Got
my
himself in
God.
that prison just to slap him around.
You should shake hands.
So he like,
Straight up
so
hands.
and he
Just beat him around. There's a
was-
400-pound wall of fat and muscle.
Yeah, man. What's crazy
You
about
can
that?
tell-
He did that just like Kingpin can know he could do that anytime he wants, but he chooses not to.
I know.
That was so fucking cool,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
He holds back all
Like,
of
he's
it.
like, I can do
Superior
it.
Spider-Man was a good indicator. Oh
He
my
realized
God.
that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He realized it.
Parker holds back. Why?
He holding back on me all
Yeah, I'm
these
gonna
years.
say-
All these years he's been
Just
pulling
like the
punches.
first punch he did, he was like, "Oh shit! I didn't know he was this strong."
Yeah,
bro.
Batman should just like either Jason Todd, Deathstroke,
No.
or even Deadshot killed him.
I was gonna bring up Jason Todd. Have y'all seen Under the Red Hood?
I
Hell
said
yeah.
so many
That's
times.
the
that
best
was-
animated movie.
That scene was so impactful because he's like, Jason Todd like has him by like the gun, like, why? Why haven't you done this?
His answer-
Barbara,
his-
Barbara Crispo.
His answer makes sense.
Yes,
Yeah, he
yes,
does,
yes,
he does.
yes.
What answer?
Batman's answer for why he hasn't killed
Go,
him.
you want? Go,
Yeah.
He
yeah.
said, listen, he said, and I quote, if he goes down into that place, he's never coming back.
That's
So
true.
he kills Joker, then he's going to kill every single one of his rogues, and then he's going to turn on everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
he won't-
understand.
he won't
Yeah,
able-
I
he
don't
won't be able
understand
to
the
stop.
mentality.
No, you have to
If he
understand.
kills
I don't
once-
understand that mentality.
And he's saying if he kills once, he's not going to
I
stop.
understand.
He's going to
I
become a mass murderer.
Well, but
I
that's
just
understand
understand
the
that.
mentality
Batman,
personally.
he starts.
He's
everywhere.
insane. He's repressing it with that mental barrier.
Yeah.
If he's
No,
insane, I
yeah.
can understand that.
His
No,
insanity
he's
is
insanity.
his
yeah.
insanity is being held back by that moral compass.
If he
Yeah.
didn't, then
If he
Batman
doesn't,
would-
if he doesn't kill, then he stays sane.
Yeah.
If he does kill, I'm pretty sure he's going to become the leader of the League of Assassins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
And
Batman
go ahead and start annihilating
Rage
everybody.
Batman
One-
ego was all about that shit.
He'll go and
If
kill
you ever-
Rage,
if you ever
take
read the
control of that
comic,
army.
Rage
And
wanted
that's it.
Batman to become the leader so many times because he knows he has what it takes to become.
Yeah,
a
he was
Not
born to
even-
be a killer.
successful.
Not even he knows. He knows that if he leaves the leader of assassins, bro, like they'll literally take over the world.
Yeah, they will.
There are multiple iterations of universes being destroyed just because Batman said, "Fuck it, I am going to start killing." To the point where, when
I think Earth 2 is about that.
in the
I never heard of
And
that.
the red-
Earth 2 has Batman use guns, yeah.
in the Red Death storyline,
Uh-huh.
how his
Oh.
origin story, the entire Bat family gets killed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he kills all the Flash's rogues, like Captain Cold, all of them.
Yeah.
So takes their weapons and immobilizes Flash, straps him to the hood of the Batmobile, and it makes a bastardized version of the Universal treadmill to go back in time to try and save them. But the problem is they are vibrating through the Speed Force, and it fused Bruce and
Flash.
Barry together.
Oh shit.
But for some reason, the Batman who laughs voice is in his head too.
Which is weird. I don't know how that got there.
He
Yeah.
has Dr. Manhattan's powers.
Yeah.
Telepathy's one of them.
Oh.
And plus, he could breathe in space and underwater.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the Red Death as he.
Yo.
Yeah.
Can we? Oh my god! Can we talk about how the CW ruined the fucking Red Death?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my!
dude.
The CW
I
was
was-
like,
I literally was gonna say, but I was like, I don't want to bring that up.
Yeah.
The
no,
CW
like-
was like,
they were gonna
hey,
fuck
yo,
up-
look, it's Thawne. I'm like, why is he wearing the bat symbol? I'm like, oh, it doesn't make no
I
fucking
knew
sense.
they were
Red
gonna
Death came
fuck-
out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I
and he was
knew
like,
that-
oh yeah, it's Reverse Flash with the Red Death
No, he,
costume.
no,
What the
no, no.
fuck?
Red Death actually does turn into Reverse Flash, but that's after they finally found a way to beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the CW was like, oh yeah, it's Eobard Thawne.
I
What?
knew they were gonna.
What?
It was Batgirl.
No,
No, it wasn't. It was
It
just
was Batgirl.
It was
Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Yeah,
It was
Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Yeah,
She
Batgirl.
said, "I am
Batgirl.
vengeance."
Yeah, I
And
am
that was
vengeance.
one of the worst lines I've ever heard in this
I was
shit.
like-
I knew they were gonna
I-
fuck up
I'm
Red Death
like-
one way or another.
I'm
They were
like,
gonna. I cringed.
I mean, so
Bro, I thought Gotham Knights was gonna be the worst of their mistakes.
No,
no,
it's actually not
I
that bad.
haven't even watched.
I don't. I'm
that
still gonna. I'm
No,
still
no,
not
it's
gonna
that
watch it.
good, but it's not that bad as I thought it would
I
be.
haven't
I was
watched.
waiting
I'm
for
still
Titans
gonna
to
watch
come
it.
back.
I
That's
dropped
it.
that when
I was
half
waiting for
of
Titans.
season one because I couldn't take
It's
it.
gonna end, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
it's
final
gonna
episode.
end.
They finally gave this motherfucker Tim his costume.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, it was
Tim
cool.
Drake's there.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
Is
finally-
he going by just Red Robin or?
No,
just
he's
Red-
Robin. He's Robin.
He's
Just
Tim-
Robert. Instead of Robert.
Because Dick
Tim's
is Nightwing.
there, over,
This-
oh,
the
like
Dick's there,
way too quickly
Jason's
paced
there.
Red
Jake-
Hood.
Yeah, way too quickly based.
Wait.
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, and though
Well, he did
Yeah,
the
yeah,
heck.
but way
bro.
too
I'm
fast.
not gonna lie
Yeah, but
though,
way too
they
fast.
really treated Jason Todd like shit.
No, they did.
did.
They
They
did.
did.
They
Yeah,
seriously
but-
did.
Like
It
he's
was-
been treated like my shit
Bro,
before in the
the-
comics,
the
but in
prop-
Titans, bro,
bro,
was
the-
being treated like
the prop-
shit.
the prop-
Like acting like it was. It was to the point where like racially motivated.
It was
What
his
the
fault.
fuck?
It was his
Yeah.
fault that Slade came back.
That's true.
Yeah.
He was.
He had to go run around in the Robin costume on live TV saying the Titans were back. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
No.
He's just being dumb. I know he didn't know, but the whole point of being a superhero is to keep a low profile.
Right.
You are trained by Batman, of all people.
Slade was like, "Hold up, I am finished. It's time."
Yeah. Went on that whole shit just traumatizing Dick. And that's what the whole thing was for, just to traumatize Dick. And the whole time, he knew his son wasn't dead. It's inside of him.
You know, it was just crazy how like they literally just hired some random guy to play Joker and beat the
Yeah.
shit out of Jason.
That's what I'm
Todd. It was
saying,
so
right?
funny.
They also hired a random ass guy to play Batman. I mean,
Yeah.
like, well, but before the
It looked like he
actual-
could have played Alfred.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, he
I
did
like
put
the
it
actor.
out.
I
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
actor.
he's
You know,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
He's cool.
I
Just
saw
like-
him going
he
like
could've
last
played-
No, man, that scene where he came in with the crowbar, he said, "It's over. It's over. Everything is over." Like, Bruce, what's going on? He started it, so I finished it. And now I got to say goodbye. And he was gone within a second. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god,
Damn.
like, is this the storyline?
Is
Is,
this-
this,
is this-
is this what the storyline's gonna be? A murderous Batman with Red Hood trying to come in and kill him? I
Woo.
thought that would be the storyline, but no,
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
No, the blatant use of weed. I was like, okay.
Titans is look. I think Titans is like a slightly better. I haven't seen Titans, but I think there's some merit in the show. It definitely has gotten a lot better since
There's a
season one.
lot that they
Yeah.
abridged.
Yeah,
That didn't
yeah,
need to be
yeah.
abridged.
There's a lot. I think it's better than season one. Like, I think it's gotten better than season one. But like
Yeah, Titans was
Oh.
a mess that like is now it's okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like now it's okay.
The
Like,
thing I want to know is
with CW, it was just like it was good, and then went.
Hey,
Well,
after
one-
President-
They messed up with the whole Arrowverse shit.
yes,
They did.
It was so good before.
Yeah.
I don't know where they fell.
They fell off
After
when
Arrow
they,
ended.
they fell off.
Way before that.
No,
way
the
before
Arrowverse was good, and then what was the season when
We heard
all?
the Flash happened.
Yeah, I think it was like when the flight. Don't get me wrong, it was good seeing them like that season was good, but it was just over time, like the villain they started introducing that just. I'm not gonna lie, the last good villain was fucking Prometheus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prometheus.
Prometheus.
golden.
No, Prometheus.
He's
That was the last
Yeah,
good villain of the
He's
Arrowverse.
golden.
That bro, it was like seeing Reverse Flash again, but I'm just so glad because the way his writing was just so beautiful that like I didn't even care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a good villain.
The
was
only
great.
villain to get Oliver to ever just like go crazy. That's what I loved about
Literally.
Arrow.
He was a good.
And John
I liked
Diggle-
it.
John
Yo,
Diggle
the
did
first season
John
of Arrow
Diggle
was
remember that.
peak.
John Diggle did
I
it.
like the first seasons of Arrow, man. That was
Yeah, with Sarah as
Woo!
well, bro. I'm
Woo!
sorry, but I just can't picture Oliver Queen with Felicity. I just can't.
No,
Me either. I thought it was only me. They said,
Over
I
the
know.
time,
They
I
were
got
like,
you.
bro.
Yeah.
I was wondering where the hell is Black Canary?
Like,
Literally.
I think you should have stayed with Sarah or Laurel. Well,
I haven't
or
wanted
should
them.
have stayed. Well, you know what happens with Laurel.
Let's
But
Yeah.
I think you should have stayed with at least freaking Sarah at least. because
Sarah
was a
or
good-
Laurel? I
Sarah,
don't know.
no.
She was a good
She was a
choice.
good
was
person.
good.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like the thing is,
Like,
I get like they wanted to have like the whole like
Well, that's
yeah
probably
the
good by
whole compass. Yeah, we should
All right,
actually
well.
get-
All right, well,
We'll
Like,
continue
calls
talking
it a
about
wrap?
this more later.
yep. Over the wrap. Thank you guys for watching Geeks and Weeps 3. I'll see you next Friday. Actually, that we did pretty good. It's an hour.
It does.
Yeah, all
No,
right, so
we hit it
it's pretty
on.
much what we did last time. Oh, actually, like way
first
way
time,
before.
first time. It was just me, you,
First.
Maury, and Sean.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you all for watching. Have a good
Even
day.
though I didn't close it out with what I want to say about Marvel, I'm just gonna say it's still good right now, but it could have. You just gotta do better.
Yo, Justin Rowland, keep your head up high, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Literally.
All right. Have a good one.
You're a good man.
If people acting like Marvel's complete dog shit, it's
No, it's
good.
not. No, it's
No,
not.
no, no.
It's good.
I think it's still good. It's just not as good as it was.